Welcome back to the Balance Light of Entertainment. A good morning in Nigeria show. Honorable Femi Gbajabia Milan, I will be getting the building that Friday, and I believe say you'll be enjoying the kind of questions which you could been asking. He been drill him well. Ask him deep questions. Very intelligent man too. Now the man be, and he said get us and take answer the questions intelligently. And according to Chukudi, hopefully one day we will get him again in the studio. We go summon him into the studio again, and that day hopefully we go open our telephone lines so that we go follow and talk face to face. Even if you know if you see him face to face, at least you're not going to hear him voice as not the follow and talk. Now we get another very casual guest in the building. This person the convener of the prestigious National Careers Fair and National Employment Transformation Initiative Summit, what they call NET Summit. Before I mention the person's name, they call her Mr. Fix It. They bring people where they find work and people where they give work. They try to bring them together. They say the president of the unemployed youth for inside Bodo, Nigeria. And he been bagging OND, ordinary national diploma for inside industrial maintenance engineering from Yaba College of Technology inside 2007, and also in a graduate of civil and environmental engineering from University of Lagos 2011. He collect that one. Also, he don't bag a master's degree MSc for inside civil engineering structures option 2016. In fact, the academic portfolio when he gets he plenty. May for no say. This particular person who they talk, he knows, but if it's more for IO, but that big person for head, in be Mona Jordan has really welcome engineer Oluwaseun Shogbamu for inside our studio.
Good morning, Nigeria. Yes, engineer Shogbamu. I'm a current registered engineer as well.
Yeah, Nigeria.
But you know, the way the country is today, so many of us don't struggle to go school. Some of us have now people for area send us go school. Upon all the qualification we did there. It's so sad that we know even if we get the job where we dream of. For so many of us, when we did university that time, our dream not to work for Chevron, to work for Mobil, so different promise. But after going to school, say you know even chop now 101 you do when you did class, you be scotter for hostel. All those things, the government, the people where they provide jobs, even come balance together. So going to school, can't they look like saying a waste of time at the end of the day? And the reality of things, we say, in the recent economy, the timing where we did, plenty people dey like that, where they don't go to school. And the waiting they even read for school, not even balance with waiting that they do now. So now we consider join together to say, okay, we know if they look our fellow youths like this. Because now information, now they differentiate two individuals. Me too now, I don't go to school. Instead of where I go just sit down and they pray. Say, make this job, make work come. Okay, make I take them as my own job too. Because as I talk, say no job. I don't do OND, I don't do BSc, I don't do MSc. All the certificates just they pile up. So I can't say, okay, make I use my own common sense to say, okay, let me be looking for job for another people. But because when you look at the situation of things, most of the skills where we they learn from school and from some of these vocational training center is not enough for us to find a place in the sector which we want. Most people now, where they create the type of job where we want, maybe you'd be photographer, maybe you'd be social media influencer. Now ideas where people sit down, go internet. Why some people, they look for gossip for internet. Some people, they look for something where go develop them to say, okay, because most of the people where they employ today, they don't even want care which certificate you get. Now, what do you feel do for me?
May I quickly ask you now? Now, this NET Summit, the one we call it National Career Fair and National Employment Transformation Summit. Yeah, Summit. Tell us a little about this NET Summit. When it started, what's it there about, and what did this NET Summit they do for people?
The National Employment Transformation Summit, we started it. That when I did university there for Unilag, I'll be president of the union. That time we get problem of I want to do IT, I finish work, I finish school, no work. Can't look say, okay, all these companies where they always they dream to work, make we bring them to school. Because sometimes to go school now one thing, and the other one now to know what employer I really need. So now you can invite all those multinational companies and all those employers to say, okay, please, so why people they go school? Because all these syllabus where they teach us, they're sufficient for waiting all these employers want. Because by the time where you look for, where you see vacancy, the kind things where they request for the vacancy, they don't even teach us for class. So we can't invite all those employers or HR people to say, okay, please, come and tell us wetin I need to know, make I start to dey prepare before I graduate. And then for those of us wey don graduate before that time, so that we go dey, if na one certification, we go find way to go do am. And there's some people too wey don start business, they go come to say, okay, now like this I start my business. If you dey see me dey ride Mercedes Benz today, no be say I start to dey ride Mercedes Benz. Me too, I don suffer, I don sell this, I don do that, I don do this. So wetin we can do be say we dey try promote internship. Say if you ready to volunteer yourself to learn from somebody, you too, when you start small, you go know that thing. And the skill wey I dey use today to still make body and soul work together, na something no be say I learn am from school. Now from going to say, okay, instead of where I go just sit down for house, I go meet the uncle wey dey our area and say, okay, they do printing. Abeg, make I dey put eye for wetin you dey do. From there, nobody fit take the knowledge from you. E go reach one day where you go dey one area where we say somebody go tell you, say, wetin you dey do? And the same thing too, as an engineer, nobody will pay you 200,000 from the beginning. But when I dey go site free of charge to just say, okay, people to ensure say worker do wetin they suppose do. Over time, the person wey get the site too go lose, say, okay, you two you dey come, they take this for transport. Another day, another person wey get housing project, if they need me, they go say, okay, you dey work for this also project before. Oh yeah, can't do this. That person I no go do am for free for am. At least you go don know say experience don dey. So this next summit, wetin we dey try do be say we dey call on government officials, we dey call on agencies, recruitment agencies, everybody that believes in the future of this country to say, please, let's come together. Our graduates, they are sustainable enough. They need these jobs. Some of them are even willing to do work for free, to learn. But na person will take you inside office, you go even know, say, okay, in the next 6 months, if I dey manage. And some of them even they talk, say, if as they do this work, they even need a little token. Because if you look at them, our parents don't try. They don't give us education. Government too, they try on their own, then do empowerment program. But wetin they lack now, na employability skills. Because I feel fried chicken, no mean say I feel start Chicken Republic. You need to get some certain skill. Some people, they sabi how to sew clothes. But if you give them clothes to sew, maybe they tell you 2 days. The 2 days na 2 months before you collect them. So that means if that kind of person even start that business, where you put money from bank, give her, the business go fail. And then there are so many business like that where we try and encourage people to say, okay, you need to learn how these things are. So what thing we do for this next summit, we say we are trying to focus on employability skills and competence training to say, okay, before we even push it out, because sometimes we get requests from some of these companies where they follow joint body with us to say they too, they want to help Nigerian youth to say, okay, before we send you go all these companies, come for one employability skill training. And we know they try to burden them because some of these companies too, we they beg them to say, okay, these people, they are unemployed graduates. I beg, whatever support where you get, come together, may we train them on client support and digital marketing. The reason why we do that is say some of these employers, let's say now, you be fashion designer and you want to take one fresh graduate as an intern. Most of them, they go tell us, say, okay, even for you to come learn for our own place, you're supposed to pay us maybe 120,000 to learn for 4 months. But we can't tell the employers to say, okay, these people, they be graduates, they don't get money, but they are ready to learn. Please, share you feel even pay them maybe 20,000 or 30,000 to support their transport. The thing where they tell us, we say, okay, how then to go pay somebody we don't even get any idea, we won't come learn. So what we can't do, we say, okay, for this next summit, we introduce that employability skills training to say, okay, we will be training those people where we go send, go that fashion place. We go down train them on client support and digital marketing. Where we say, if as a graduate now, maybe I study engineering and I want to go learn fashion, we go down train you on digital marketing and client support. Where we say, when I reach the office, me too, I go they do work more like administrative. Because most of all these, our entrepreneurs, they are always operational. Now, handwork, they sabi, they know to know how to manage clients. If I get one intern for my office, where we say, now they help me pick my call, they do posting online, I know say this one, even still they look for better for the company. I go there eager to want to pay money to that. So we can invite the general public and our Nigerian youth to say, okay, the Net Summit is free of charge. You know they pay any money because we know, say, when you dey look for job, you are handicapped one way or the other. So we dey invite all stakeholders to where they the industry. If you are a recruitment agency, if you are a company that believes in the future of Nigeria, or you are an individual, because some of these people too, where they contest for election, we dey talk to them and say, okay, you get so promise, you dey create jobs, you dey do this. Come to the next summit. Come and tell us how people go get access to those jobs.
Okay, make I stop you there first of all. Very quickly now. You say this next summit you don't do it for about 7 years.
7 years.
All right, now you get any statistics where you take the measure how successful next summit don't be so far? Maybe say you don't bring employers of labor, you don't make people where they find work, don't merge them together. How many people come for this program, and at the end, on the average, how many of those people eventually get jobs?
If we go look at that with all the challenges where they in organizing programs like this, because most of the time now our own money we dey use do this program, because no be entertainment program. It dey very sad the way we say company itself. Now if program no be dance, they know they get interest. But we can say categorically that we have helped several thousands of people to secure internship, because as we do the program, we dey share the content. Even though be people from Lagos alone, they come to the events. And then now why we dey make the program free of charge, because some people too, they don't get on-the-spot job placement. And some of them, they don't even get referral, because if you want to go submit CV for one company, security man no go even allow you enter sometimes. They go tell you who you know, who you dey ask of. But when you come to that kind of program, you go fit talk, say, I know Mr. Dapo Omolade, now he be the oga for this company. I want to submit CV. At least you go get that access.
Very true.
And then some of them too, the thing where they pay us, we say we dey get requests for some job placement. But the day where we go send notice to some of the applicants is either they are not ready to even do the job, or they do not even write the right skills to take up the job. So now why we dey try strengthen on the program this time around to say that employability skills training is very important. And for those companies too, we know say, or those individuals, we know say they still get provision for people, even if now one person if you take, or now two people, we are calling on those people to say, okay, come join follow body with us. If this one drop 2 people for 2 slots, this other one drop 3 slots, at least we go gather them together like that. We go know say some people don't they engage. And now the reason why we get security issue for Nigeria, people they look for survivor. And now when people they unengage, now in so bad things go they follow enter their mind. So now why we they follow talk all on all stakeholders to say, if you be HR from company, if you be employer, if you get any vocational training institute or any NGO, please come and talk to us. We are all interested in building this country, because if you build it, Nigeria will be great again.
All right, definitely. Now, very quickly, I know say we not to get much time and you don't talk a lot, but there's still another question I want to ask you. Now, this particular Net Summit, did it happen for inside University of Lagos?
University of Lagos.
Now, you don't already talk, say, when they train people on the employability skills. Now, one thing for person to define work, now another thing make the person who will employ you see, say, you get the thing where they need. Now, already you don't mention, say, we go to school, many of the things where they teach us, where we need, not even did the school curriculum.
Yes.
Say, by any way, these Net Summits, they don't influence school curriculum in any way.
The reason why we still they do any of the time where we they run this program, now inside university or some other schools, we they try always wonder, because now where the problem start from. And we appreciate the leadership of the University of Lagos and some other schools that we have partnered with, because we used to invite them to come see the program. Now we first start career program for inside University of Lagos when we start for 2011, and they don't continue to they do day by day. You know, say to change curriculum too, you know, the too many bureaucracy day for the country. But our own targets now the audience, now the students, and there's some of the people where we don't they train too. From the time where we don't start the program, they don't even start their own business. Now, why it's easy for somebody like me, we be an engineer, to know, say, okay, if building project no come, I no fit sit down, I suppose they do another thing. And we they use them, groom some other people too. And we don't get the support from so many individuals too, and the corporate organization, where we say, them too, they try follow join body, people like Biso Ifagade, Adetoro Sulaiman, Dapomolade, and the companies like Andela, they don't also show or join body, say they get interest to support us on this cause. So we know, say we know if we do am alone. Unemployment rate as at 2017, it don't increase, go 18%. From 12%, way in day. As at 2006, the unemployment rate still there around 10%. But by 2017, it don't increase, go 18%. Meaning, say we are sitting on a time bomb. And if we feel they spend a lot of money on security issue, when we abandon education, there will be more problem. And we will not be able to get the right environment for even business to strive. When I know, say I be investor now, I go one come put money for one country, we'll be saying, now fight today, fight tomorrow. And our larger population are youth. So now why would they try follow talk to government, especially all these our politicians, where would they try? We don't send invitation to even the people, because now Lagos State, we thank the Lagos State, present Lagos State governor. He don't talk, say, he get interest for this program. We see the wait for confirmation. Now, why we don't send invitation to some of the gubernatorial candidates for this state where would they say, okay, Sanwo-Olu, Jimmy Agbaje, and all the rest where they contest for something, come follow, tell us, waiting be the plan, go where you get.
All right, thank you very much. Unfortunately, before I keep you here until night safe, because all the things we don't talk, they're very, very interesting. So we'd like when you tell us when the next net summit go take place and where it happen.
The next edition for the next summit now on the 13th of December, Thursday 13th of December at the University of Lagos main auditorium. The program is free, but you need to register. And you visit www.netsummit.org. But we need you to register because there are some information that we like to have access to. Because some of these companies too, we don't follow joint body, say they want partner. Now them want sponsor the employability training program. Because because some of them they talk, so okay, now people from accounting, they go like sponsor, go the employability training program. So that once they do the training program finish, we go send them, go to their office, go work. So that now why we need them to go register.
Okay. Only students or?
No be students only, no, because the issue now, it don't pass student matter. We they focus on people where they look for job. NYSC core members and the graduates. We want people, if you know, say the president office where they work, no pay you, or you they call yourself freelancer, come to the next summit. Now free, nobody they collect money from you, but you need to register.
That's good. Very, very good to have you in our studio. And I believe say everybody we don't watch you. People where they need, where they find job. And you say everybody out there go know at least one or two people where they find job. So next summit, now the place to send them to. We don't get engineer Oluwaseun Shogbamu, yes. Shogbamu, yeah, for our studio. Thank you very much. Say you don't join us. And I will believe say people don't watch here go know say they need the next summit, and hopefully they will go there to get
great job.
Thank you so much.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love am.